and remembering my road signs, and I'm remembering a girl when I was young.
Over the weekend, Paul Simon played 2 concerts in Johannesburg, making him the first superstar to perform in that country since the UN lifted its cultural boycott. Although Simon's concerts were endorsed by Nelson Mandela's African National Congress, a small group of demonstrators from radical black nationalist groups protested Saturday's opening show. Joining us now from Johannesburg with more on his experiences in South Africa is Paul Simon. Paul, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Joan.
Paul, I just got through saying that the Nelson Mandela and the African National Congress did endorse and invite you there. However, there are these smaller, lesser-known groups. Can you tell us anything about them and what they're angry about?
The group, there were 2 groups that objected to, actually I'm hearing an echo when I speak, so...
but you sound great to us, so go ahead.
Okay, good. So I'll just proceed. There were 2 groups that objected to my coming. It's not just me. It wasn't personally about me. This also had to do with Whoopi Goldberg, who was here filming Serafina.
Yeah.
Their point was that they objected to the lifting of the cultural boycott that was proclaimed a month ago by the UN and was endorsed by the African National Congress. And they objected to the lifting of it because they say that South Africa is not yet a democratic and free society, and that the boycott shouldn't be lifted until that is, absolutely a fact.
These are small groups, and I know that they're radical groups, but they do have an effect. I understand the reports some hand grenades went off in front of the offices of the promoters doing this, and there were a few other bomb threats reported.
I'm sorry, Joe. It's hard for me to hear you because I'm hearing another voice across.
Okay, I'm going to try again. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I hear you now.
I know that there was a bomb, I think, that went off in front of the office of the promoters, and a few other bomb threats, and I just wonder how that affected, how nervous you were. I know it did affect the size of the crowds, and that must have disappointed you because you had a lot of South African black musicians performing with you.
Yes, there are 3 members of this band that I've been touring with in the last year: Ray Peary, Barney Rachabani, and Tony Cedrus, who are South African, and several other musicians who played with me during Graceland also joined the show. Naturally, the bomb, the hand grenade through the window was the most tense day of the week. The band had a meeting, and we voted about whether we wanted to continue, and it was a unanimous vote that we would go forward. We were very cautious, and I felt that the protests would be peaceful, even though there was a threat of violence. I didn't really think that the violence would come to pass, and it didn't. I do think that I know that it had an effect on attendance, and that's unfortunate. But
yeah, it is.
But this is the first time that anyone has come, here since the boycott's been lifted, and as a first tour, they're going to have to work out a lot of different things, and I'm sure that'll all be corrected by the time the next major tour comes through, which, from what I understand, is in June with Stevie. I heard a rumor that Stevie Wonder was coming in June.
In the meantime, I just must say to you, congratulations. We talked about your Grammy nomination here on the program last week, and you must be excited. I should say, if you get this, I think you'll be the first person to get it 4 times, right?
I would be the first person to have ever won the Album of the Year 4 times.
It's got to be exciting.
That was a very pleasant moment in an otherwise intense week.
I'll bet. Well, listen, good luck to you, and good luck on the rest of the tour. Nice to have you with us, and again, congratulations on that, on the Grammy nomination. Bye-bye, Paul.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Joan. Bye.
Tough conditions under which to try to talk to us. Coming next, our legal editor, Arthur